Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Motorsport Manager. We are continuing our challenge run here. We're doing the Underdog challenge, which if you do have to get all the way to the very, very top and win both the Driver of the Year and Team Championship in the same year. So a little bit of a tough challenge, similar to what we did the last time we did a playthrough of Motorsport Manager, although that time I was using a created team. This one we have to use Predator, and if we get fired, which we did get fired on the last one, sorry for the spoilers, we will actually end up losing this particular challenge. So definitely cannot get fired from our job. Let's see here. We're 2 races in to the season. We're actually currently 9th overall, only 3 points off of 8th place, which is surprising considering we have done basically nothing to improve our car, our drivers, our staff, or any of that stuff. We're working on the headquarters first and foremost. We're just trying to get the headquarters to a really, really good spot. And then once that's in a good spot, and then we're going to start hitting the ground hard with just getting the rest of our stuff, driver's car and everything else like that, where it needs to be to kind of push forward. Because I kind of felt like the last time I did this, not officially as the challenge, but when I did it with our created team, I felt like we got to the max level and we just couldn't get the income coming in. We couldn't get the car in the right spot and things like that. So I'm thinking if we get the headquarters established before we even get out of this first league, that by the time we get to that top league, we're just going to be rolling in money because of like the auto, what was it called? Let's go look at the headquarters real quick so I can actually tell you what I'm trying to think of. What is it? Road car factory, that's what it is. Because this right here gives you money, periodically. Obviously getting the helipad to get the extra better sponsors, things like that. Just some of the things that we have. The theme park, obviously, I guess gives you money. Things of that nature that allow us to get money coming in that will just let us just go crazy on the parts and stuff like that. So that's kind of the goal that we have. Apparently we have the best staff on the grid. It's odd. It feels like that's not what that said before, but we are doing pretty good, I guess, in that regard. I guess we have built up a staff center. We're actually about to hit level 2 staff center, which is pretty nice overall. The next thing we need to build up is got the scouting facility. Maybe that, just so we can continue to get some better scout stuff. I don't see anything else here that we can buy right now because we're waiting on some of the other, like the level 2 factories and things of that nature, which is there. 8 million. Design center, 8 million. So we'll just kind of work our way through this one by one building at a time. Let's see here. Car condition, anything there that's special? I guess we'll take the interview. After needing to make some rather hasty repairs, Takini's enum none. That's funny. It's a little bit of a coding error. In the pits, is it a sign that you're not focusing enough on your car's reliability? I don't want to do the more funding because that's going to lower... Well, we do, honestly. It's going to lower his happiness a little bit, but honestly, he's fairly happy with us. Pit crew. We don't need to worry about the pit crew right this second, although we did have one mistake, which is unfortunate. Looks like we did find another... Ooh. Pretty good guy overall. Doesn't have any growth potential or anything like that. So definitely not somebody we want. But, overall, not a bad driver. All right, how are we looking here? Apparently, we are empty on a lot of these. I did only renew the guys that had, I think 9 or above on at least something. And so we do have a little bit of spot available to hire some rotation guys. And are we going to need some? We're going to need at least 1 rotation guy. So let's go hire somebody who can do maybe some better tires or something. There's a pretty good tire. This guy's pretty good at fixing. Tires, rear jack fixing. That gives us a lot of opportunities, or a lot of options, I should say, with him. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab this guy. We do need somebody to rotate in. And, yeah, I think that'll work just fine. We'll go ahead and rotate you in there. Gives us a little bit better overall fixing. And, well, the fixing's a little bit better, and the tires are quite a bit better. So, there we go. That looks good. This guy will stay there. I think I went through all of these guys and renewed the contract. Yeah, these guys all have 9 races left, I believe. I wish there was a better way to see this. It's hard to just kind of click on every single one of these one by one and make sure that they have their renewals. But I guess I'll just take a second to do it just to make sure. Everybody's 9 races left, which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we have 8 races left for the season. So we are good through the rest of the season. Obviously, this guy should have 12. Yes, he does. And then just Jasper Ryder here. And finally, Hartus here, Paul Hartus. Cool. All right, so we're good on everybody. Wait, I did look at you, right? Okay, to make sure. I was looking actually at his name, and I just realized I didn't actually look at how many races he had left. So here's all the scouting we've been doing. We're still doing some more. We've already checked the guys that have come through already, and we know that none of them are quite what we're looking for. We do have one really good driver who's got a lot of amazing potential. So she's a wonder kid. Apparently she's a club goer and chatty. She's pretty expensive per race. She's actually more expensive than Kenny here. We could start bringing her in, but the thing with Kenny is we want to race her right now because we're not really planning on winning anyway. We kind of just want to race her for now because of the fact that she gives us some money. So she's actually, between her money actually pays for both of these drivers, which is kind of cool. All right, let's go ahead and keep going. Sorry for all the talking, guys. That's actually been this is a new session here. It's been a while since my last episode, so I kind of had to remind myself where we left off. Car repairs are finished. Let's go check out our car real quick. You definitely want to improve some parts. We're improving our gearboxes. I think that is going to be okay. What do we need for this next race? We need top speed and deceleration, as well as high-speed corners. High-speed corners are going to be fine. Top speed, we're good there, and then deceleration would be brakes. Let's go ahead and plug in the brakes for now, and just make sure that those are as maxed out as they can be, since those are going to be getting some loving in the next race. We're about to get our staff center upgraded. Building upgrade complete. So there's our next level staff center. We are like absolutely positively the best staff center on the circuit, I guess. We just need $6.5 million and we can go ahead and go for another scouting facility, which gives us another set of hidden drivers. Which that's going to be one way we're going to get some really good, cheap, wonder kids that, get them cheap while they're not very skilled and then groom them to be really good, as time goes by. All right, so we definitely want to take one of these. Obviously none of the, oh no, I'm sorry. These are the ones we can actually achieve potentially. Huh. I mean, how consistently are we going to be able to achieve it though? I don't think it's going to be consistent enough to actually grab this one, but, and these two are basically the same. See, this one is 4 races. So this one would be worth $200,000 per race just up front. This one's only worth $100,000 per race up front. The bonus for this one's quite a bit higher, but we got to get 10th. I think 13th is already going to be a bit of a stretch. So I think we take the 13th. Yeah, I think we take this one. A little bit more upfront money. Already going to be a stretch to try and get that anyway. And we'll just do the best we can. What's this one? This one needs 6 or above, 2nd or above. Yeah, 13th or above. Okay. There's a chance. There's a chance we can get 13th or above. I think we just finished scouting somewhere else, didn't we? No, not yet. Beijing. That's the top level. That's what we're trying to go for. There's a scouting. Boris Vyovsky. He is a timesheet hero, crash happy. That's just great, and he's filming a documentary. He's got some growth available. He could turn into something pretty good, but again, not quite what we're looking for right now. Would be good, but we're just not in a position that we need. We don't need the top driver right now. I mean, if I get a really, really young, how old was this guy anyway? He's 20. He's pretty young. But if I get like a really, really young, like 1.5 star, something like that, where I can get them really cheap and then just really, really groom them over time and to be like one of the best racers on the circuit, that's kind of what I'm looking for. So we got marketability increase for Santa Ana there. That's always good. About to finish scouting another driver and get our forecast center. Forecast center will be helpful. ERS be adding a new race in Yokohama in 2018. 2018, that's crazy. I forgot that this starts so far back. I think it starts in 2016, I guess. So that tells you how old the game is, which is a little bit funny. I hope they make another one of these games sometime in the future. I think it'd be pretty cool. All right, so we just finished the forecast center, which apparently we can upgrade that at some point. Cool. We'll get there. About to finish scouting another driver here in a second. Scouting report finished. Emilio Castle. Oh, yeah, that's not very good driver, Emilio. I'm sorry. 0 braking, 0 overtaking. I mean, he's got some growth. He's only 17 years old, but he's not listed as a wonder kid, so he just doesn't have enough growth for us to, quite frankly, waste our time. All right, we finished, looked at Emilio. This is Ellie Foster. Timesheet hero, first lap panic. Wow, that's rough. Timesheet hero is pretty cool, but that's during, I'm guessing that's during qualifiers. Yeah, and practice sessions. I mean, decent driver, but again, not what we're looking for. This role will benefit teams likely to perform well at Yokohama, which is not us, and will not benefit teams looking to struggle, which is, again, not us. We're kind of just in the middle, so we are definitely abstaining. Done. I do not care if it gets added or not. If it gets added, I don't think it replaces anything. I think it just extends it by 1. So it looks like it was approved. So we will be getting an extra race next year, which is fine. It's going to cost us a little bit more money, to be fair. But, you know, that's going to be fine. There's no problem with that. I think a little bit extra money. Actually, it might make us a little bit of money, to be honest, because of our pay driver and stuff like that. Who knows? Telemetry center opened by Archer. Report on upcoming races, etc. Staff center. But I hear some ex-colleagues that one of the other teams in European Race Series have it even better. Wait, I've already got a level 2 staffing center, and you want an even better staffing center? It's a little bit greedy. We've got the best staffing center in our league, I think. How could somebody else say that they have it better? Unless they just finished one, which I think we would have gotten a pop-up for. All right, come on. I'm ready to get to a race. See what we can do. Plus, it gives us some money. All right, we got that's the preview. Performance work done. Wait, performances work done. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna go ahead and eliminate you guys for now. I mean, it's not nothing else is gonna get done before this next race, but I do need to work on some of these other pieces, like the suspension. And I guess we'll work on some different performance piece for a little bit. I don't know. We'll plug the brakes in for now. Make sure we're still doing reliability for now. And scouting. Jenny Lesh, I don't know how to say that. Jenny's owns go-karting school. Still not a very good driver overall, quite frankly. All right, we're gonna go 13th or above. I mean, we did hit 8th last time. I would be surprised if we hit it again, but you know, we'll do the best we can, and who knows, maybe we can. I think we're gonna keep using Chi as a practice driver just to see if that helps her continue to grow in her skills overall. Although at some point we are going to probably shift her to a main driver to give her the maximum benefit from all of that. If that's how it works. It feels like that would be how it works, but I honestly don't know officially how that, you know, that growth and that progress works. I think it does have obviously something to do with your headquarters and some of the buildings you have, because those improve the rate at which people improve. So I think that's still very important. We'll do Kenny, we'll do Chi. We're just going to keep these things as the same because we're going to continue to do, sorry if it's boring, but we're going to continue to do the simulated practices because until it really starts to matter, I just don't need to waste the time. I mean, if we end this season higher than 10th place, then maybe next season we start to kind of push it a little bit, see if we can get a little bit better placing overall, which does give us more money to get more headquarters and things of that nature. So this might be the last season that we stop. We don't really care where we place. We are only supposed to get 10th place anyway, which we are above. So we'll have to see, play it by ear. If we're doing good for this season, the next season we will try and push for a little bit higher places, just to, if nothing else, again, just to get that money. All right. So we're gonna grab nurse still, do race trim, and then we'll grab, I guess risk taker. That's fine, and race trim. Both of those are good. Let's see what setups we have. 82%, not terrible. I mean, a couple of these are way out of whack, which is funny that we get 82% with that in mind. We could probably move the handling over. Honestly, we can move the handling over, can't we? Actually, you know what? I bet we can do this. We can lower, what am I looking for? Downforce. Lower the downforce to right about there. We know at least it's within range. It's going to be better than great because it's at least within the green zone. And then if we move the handling over a bit, we do want to make sure we keep the speed balance right in line. But this has got to be better than what it currently is, right? In theory. We'll go with that. I mean, that's got to be better. We'll start off on softs. We do have the forecasting center, so we can see halfway through the race already, which is really, really helpful. I guess we'll start on softs. How many laps is it? 21 laps. This is going to get us 9. And that means we still need 2 pit stops. No, that should be fine. Because I'm guessing we still need 2 pit stops worth of fuel. Yes. So we get 9 laps of fuel. This can go about 9 laps. We're going to leave the maximum amount of fuel in there. That is going to be just fine. All right. And then you actually have a 90. Wow. In fact, if we drop this handling down just a smidge, something like that, that's got to be presumably a little bit better. Get it right on the line. Actually, let me see. Use this setup. We know that's great. I just need to bring the handling down just a smidge. There you go. Just to get within that range. I think it's probably slightly better overall. Tire choice, we're going to still do the softs here. And how much do you get? You get 9 laps as well. You get about 9 laps as well. Which we're probably going to pit one of you early. We'll see. I'll give you both the same amount of fuel for right now. And we'll see how it plays out. And I know some people were concerned about how I've been running this in 2D. I'm only running in 2D because I want to run it at 12x for these early races that we're not really trying to care about. And at least for me, and I guess it's important because I'm the one that's sitting here watching the big screen right now. At least for me, the 12x on 3D is just a little too fast, and it makes it a little hard to really kind of see. Oh, I need to lower you guys back down. It just makes it hard for me to see. It's like a little too quick for my eyes, I guess, to adjust properly. So hopefully it's not too big of a deal that I'm running it on 12x on 2D. It's just how I choose to do it at these level of races. Once we get down to the where we care a little bit more about the races, we'll definitely drop that down. Do I just let you guys run out as is? I mean, you're kind of progressing okay. I could probably drop the tires down just a smidge. Getting a little bit warm on the tires. I'll probably keep it high on the engine though for now. You're stuck behind Predator, but we are Predator. All right. I'm going to need one of y'all to pit now, which is pretty early. But it's still going to be fine. And that is going to be, I guess, Santa Ana. And we're going to pitch you in. Honestly, we could do 3 laps, 3 sets of softs. We've got plenty of stuff for 3 sets of softs. Or at least 2 sets, and then maybe we'll do mediums for the last one. And I think we're just going to go ahead and fill you up as much as we can, honestly. Because you're going to be able to go to town with that. Your suspension looks okay. We'll leave it unbalanced. Alright, so pitch you in now. It's a pretty early pit, but I think it's going to be alright. We'll go ahead and... I'm actually going to let you do a lap of overtake. Just to get it in there again. Oh, I meant to pitch you. Oh, no. I got distracted, and that's bad. Really, really bad. Okay, we might be able to stretch it to low. I do need to schedule your pit now. Yep, you're going to run out of fuel. Oh, man, I was so focused on what's her name. That was so bad. Well, what you going to do? I guess we'll fill you up. And all of this looks okay. This looks okay. Pit. I'm going to lower you down to conserve here as well. I don't know if that makes any difference on the fuel. I don't think it does, but it might help your tires a little bit. Yeah, Kenny is in trouble. Right, drop you down a high. Push. She's barely ran out of fuel right as she pit, so I think we got a little bit of a break there. I'll go ahead and drop you down to neutral. Leave you on high for now. You can go back up to overtake and attack for just a lap or so, just to get caught up with people. Alright, there we go. Now that they're staggered a little bit more, which I should probably just always stagger them because it's just harder to keep up with both of them at the same time. Now they're staggered a little bit more, though. It's a little bit easier for us to keep an eye on them. I can go ahead and push you a little bit more on your tires. Oh, somebody's crashed. That's not good. No overtaking Sector 2, so it's not the full car, pace car. Alright, so you got a couple more laps, then we can pitch you in. Oh, another crash. Well, we're going to be at least 18th spot, so there's that. Kenny, can you make it one more? Not Kenny, sorry, Santa Ana. Yeah, you can make it one more if I drop you down to medium and neutral. Tires a little bit low, but I think you're going to be fine. These softs, I think, can get down to, I want to say I saw 15% before they start degrading. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think they can get down to 15%. I probably should get online and confirm that, to be honest. All right, so we got 7 laps remaining. Softs are going to be fine all the way through. 6 laps actually after the pit stop. So we'll jump you down about, I guess we'll just do 7 laps. Everything else is going to be fine. You got one more lap in you, Kenny. Looks like you do. Tires are going to be fine. Oh, your engine. Never mind. I guess we're pitting you in. I mean, we're going crazy high on the engine. I guess it's just not repaired enough. And she doesn't have the nurse ability, to be fair. So we need to not fill you up. We need to give you, I guess, 5 laps. I'll give you about 6. We're going to have to fix a couple of these parts just to get you to finish. Which basically is going to completely blow this out of the water. I mean, going fast is at least going to save us a little bit of time. Did I change tires? I did not change tires. We need to change tires. 32 seconds. I mean, it is what it is. It's early in the season. A lot of people are going to have to pit. Stuff like that. All right, you have some excess fuel. I'm going to go ahead and high on push for you. No, I mean, Kenny is ready to rock and roll. I mean, we can go crazy on the high and the attack, at least for now. Got plenty of fuel, plenty of tire. She actually got the blue flag as well, so she can go even further. Just keep an eye on their fuel, make sure they're both okay. Not really a great race. I mean, this is more of what I expect, though, because just I don't expect to do amazingly well. I'll drop you down to medium. We're actually out of the excess fuel range. Drop you down to medium as well. Probably go back up to push with you. Now you're back to excess fuel, but I'm just going to leave it on. Oh, you're already done. I guess you had quite a bit of excess fuel. Well, I mean, hey, we actually... Oh, he can retire. I was going to say, we didn't actually get 18th. We did better, but that's because we got the default spots, which, again, is kind of what I expect at this point in the race. And maybe the reason we got so good at the first couple of races, we actually got some points, is because it's early in the race, people break down, things like that. And right now, now that they're getting their reliability bumped up a little bit, they're actually starting to push a little bit more, and their cars are going to show off that they're actually better than our cars, which they are. Exactly what we expect. Again, different strategy, different take on it. Maybe it's the wrong strategy, but it just feels like a different way of doing it than I did last time. And I'm hoping it really sets us up with a great foundation so that by the time we get to that highest league, we're just going to be like just dominating every single thing we hit. I don't want to lose my job again, which is what happened last time. I did so poorly in that race. Even I say it so poorly. I think I was supposed to get like 4th or 3rd, and I think I got 5th or 6th, something along those lines. I don't remember the exact circumstance, but and you can go look it up if you want. But I didn't miss it by, I think I missed it by like 1 spot, and I lost my job, which is just so frustrating, especially when the team's named after you, you know. So it's a little bit frustrating. All right, we got some money in. Not quite enough to get another building yet, but we will after this next race. Unless we get some sponsor stuff, which we may. I didn't see when our sponsors are expiring. Car conditions, okay. We'll take the interview. Frankie Kinney was fuming after running out of fuel. That was my mistake. That's fine. Lowers his happiness. That's fine. The chairman's going to be perfectly fine with us overall. We'd have 1 mistake, apparently. It wasn't particularly dangerous. That's good. Geraldo Alvarez. Hates leading. He's a wonder kid, truck racing champion. That's cool. Wonder kid, plus 50 potential. I mean, he can get up to 5 stars. And overtake specialist. Training. Oh, he's also good at training. He's just got a lot of good abilities, good stats. I mean, the only thing that's temporary is this training young drivers one. Overtake specialist is going to be there forever, so he's perfect on overtaking. The truck rate. Oh, that's also adding to the overtaking. Plus higher marketability. He hates leading though, which is a little frustrating, but I might try. I mean, he's unemployed, so we might approach this guy, see what he says. Not interested. Okay. He wants to join a higher championship. Okay, well, good luck to you, buddy. I mean, you're currently unemployed, so I just assume a job is better than no job, right? In theory. Car repairs finished. Let's check out, make sure we are improving the right stuff. We are improving the reliability of the suspension, which we don't specifically need for this next race, but it is our lowest thing. Oh, we do need gearbox. The suspension is pretty quick to repair, if I remember right. No, I think it's okay. This one's at least 60%, so we'll go from there. Just need to get everything pushed up. Another scouting. Hey, we are going to get a new sponsor stuff. That's good. Gaston. Hedonist. Okay. Pay driver. Awesome. Selfish. Not awesome. Hates authority. I don't know why I said that. I apologize. I will approach him. I mean, he's a pay driver. Would get us some money. He's interested. We're paying Santa Ana $167. So it's a very expensive cost to break contract, but it might be worth the investment because of the fact that, again, he's a pay driver. I think we'll make him just equal status. It's probably okay for now. Although, again, eventually I want to get Chi up in there. I don't know. We'll give him a little bit more. I mean, I don't want to give him too much because I do want to make sure we're getting money back from his pay. We'll give him a little bit. He wants a long contract. We'll give him a long contract. He says a signing fee isn't very important. I don't know. I'll give him a little bit of signing fee. And then bonus size isn't very important. Well, you know what? You get first or above, I will give you the maximum. It's a little bit of a trick. I don't know if that actually makes any difference or not. We'll see how that proposal goes and go from there. Let's go ahead and get over to our next race. About to scout another driver. Let's go check this one out. Marcus Sauerbeck, Scaredy Cat, and a budding musician. All right, guy. You keep on keeping on. Contract proposal. Let's get back to the negotiating table. Apparently wages aren't important, but they are important. All right, dude. I mean, that still would save us money because we're paying him like, what, $100,000 more than her. And then he would pay us back some of that. I mean, I'll give you a little bit more. I'll give you 3 ticks. I still think that gives us a net bonus. But I still don't have to sign him, though, even after that goes through. Let's go and check our sponsor here. 1 mil up front. I think I like that because that's way more than that. Because that's only, what, about 800,000 or something? This is 500, yeah. 1 mil up front. It is for 10 races, though. I mean, this one is more per race, to be fair. 450,000 up front, and then 85,000 per race, which is what? 85 times 4 is 32 plus 20, so 340,000. So this one's $790,000. Let's call it $800,000 just to make it easy math. This is $200,000 per race. This one's $100,000 per race. This one's my math is not working in my brain all of a sudden. Less. So $100,000 per race, $200,000 per race. Because of the fact that this comes back up again and we'll be able to get something after that. I think we'll take this offer. And then, because let's say if we get this offer, then we get this offer later, over the course of that many races, that actually ends up being better. So yeah, we'll take this offer here. A little bit less up front, but it's because it's only a 4-race deal, we'll get another one here in a little bit. And if it's the exact same one, then within 8 races, we actually got $900,000 plus some per race. So overall, definitely a better deal. It's funny because it's only a 1-star deal. Don't get me wrong. I like the upfront money. Upfront money is very nice. Got Tondela coming up. Just got anybody else yet? Nope, not yet. Alrighty. Let's see here. Keep going. Ines's birthday. Who's Ines? Oh, Santa Ana. Okay, it's like that's just her first name. You know what? A card will do. I mean, I'm not sorry, lady. I ain't spending money. We're saving our money. We got a strategy. We're sticking with it. About to get our response back from what's his name? But he's still insulted. Oh, he actually accepted it. All right, let's check this guy out again. So we were offered him what, $300,000 per, which is basically how much he's paying us. So effectively, we break even. He's effectively a free driver. Which, if you look at it the other way, that means that he saves us. He saves us how much we're paying her. He saves us $160,000 per race, effectively, which means we have to spend $834,000 to break it. So that's what, 5 races? Yeah, right at 5 races that we will break even on, and then from that point forward, it is profit. So we will start making profit off that guy this season. I mean, how long can we delay it? We can delay it 7 days. Is that long enough to get another race in the books and just lower her cost to break contract? Although, honestly, I doubt her cost to break contract goes down by $160,000 just for 1 more race. I think this is still the better bet, is to sign her. Yep, or sign him, sorry, and get rid of her. I think that is the best deal. I also don't think we're going to have to worry about when Chi comes in. I think Chi will come in whenever. My assumption is Frankie Kenny will just retire at some point. And so I bet that's probably when we'll bring Chi in. So yeah, let's go ahead and sign him. He's going to take Ines's spot. Sorry, Ines. I mean, it is what it is. But he's more expensive per race, but he pays for himself. Yeah, I think this is still just overall the best deal for us. Just have to think about it again. So it's costing us a lot up front. But again, yeah, so the new cost per race is we actually gain $26,000 net, which, you know, over time, that's going to take a while to add up to this. But you can't look at the $26,000 and how long is it going to take us to get rid of that. What you have to look at is the, oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at this wrong. Oh, I was looking at this wrong. Oh, no, because the new cost is $89,500 per race, right? But is that counting his pay driver thing? I don't know if that counts as pay driver stuff. Surely that's not already baked in, right? I don't think so. No, it shouldn't be. I can't imagine that's how that's working out. All right, so we wrap him in here. I mean, he's actually got great feedback, to be fair. So that's going to help us on the feedback side of things. Although we still probably going to run Chi just so give her a few growth points. Sorry, lady. My bad. Well, not really, but we got to do what we got to do. This is a business here. Apparently why is my job security uneasy all of a sudden? We're on target on our... How is he disappointed in me? Is it because of... Wait, is it because of this? That seems odd. Where's the chairman stuff? Wait, how do I see the chairman? It's not HQ, it's not staff. Team? There you go. Why are you unhappy with me? Oh, he really... Oh, my. Oh, you know what? I saw some of the things. I didn't add them up. I'll be honest. I did not add up all of the negatives that he has. I mean, I saw them. I saw the heatiness. I was like, okay, he's got a little bit more marketability, a little bit less chairman. No big deal. I honestly didn't add up the fact that all of these together. Oh, that's rough. Well, that was a mistake. I mean, is that permanent? That is a permanent trait. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a mistake. I totally was not even adding that up together. Huh. Maybe we can get some of those points back. Maybe it's a one-time hit when you pick him up. Maybe it's not a permanent thing. I don't know. Whoops. Well, that is what it is. I saw them. I just didn't add them up in my head. That was enough to actually make that much of an impact. Here's a better pay driver. Yeah, of course, there's a better one. I mean, we can't break his contract now. I mean, we could try and replace like Kenny or something. Like, how much would it be to break his contract? Now, I literally just picked him up, which is just terrible. $1.4 million. I mean, I'm tempted to approach her anyway just to see what she says. Because why not? Does it really hurt us to approach her? And she's obviously a better overall fit. You know, we'll approach her. We'll see what she's... Oh, wow. Her start really low. It might actually be worth breaking his 1.5 million contract. Eating the fact that we just screwed up. And then going from there. Tempted to make her a reserve driver. Just that status, at least. Because even if we just used her for practice or something. She says wages are fairly poor, but even then, this is still way better than the other guy. I mean, I'm not going to give it that much. Probably 150. Again, same deal here. So if we compare her with him, we'd be saving $200,000 per race. She pays us almost the same amount. So basically, it comes out to just basically that $200,000 savings, which means in 8 races, she has paid for him. We may go for her anyway because, oh my goodness, that is rough what he's got going on with him. All right. Seems a little bit crazy, but we're going to go with that. Oh man, I wish I'd waited one more day for her. That would have been awesome. I should have waited to the end of his 7 days just to see if we got anybody else. That would have been the smart thing to do. All right, we're going to grab you. Oh, that's right. 8th was the first race. We did, not the last one we had done when I said that earlier. Part fitting, we're not going to change anything. Let's go ahead and jump into the race. Well, we'll make a little bit of money off of him. Not a lot, a little bit. And if the chairman's happiness goes up a little bit, we may just keep him and just be fine with it. Even though I think she still would be a better driver overall for us. She could end up being better than Kenny. No, not really. Because Kenny's only costing us like $68,000 per race, I think. And this girl would be a little bit more expensive than that. Oh, man. I totally missed those bonuses. Those the negatives, I should say. I mean, I still do want to do her thing, but we kind of need both of these guys just to get the maximum pay from them. So she's just going to have to deal with it. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, lady. Sorry, my dear. Yeah, if the chairman happiness does not go up after this race, like even if like we're still 10th or above, you know, like we're supposed to be, then we have to get rid of him. That's just too many negatives. We'll eat the unfortunate, you know, pay hit, but is what it is. All right, let's see here. Let's get through this race pretty quickly here. Come on. Let's go. So we don't have any of this stuff here, unfortunately, so we'll just grab that. We'll grab the super soft. When we want the performance, we're gonna want it on the like the really high performing tires anyway. Setup. Yeah, we'll definitely use the 70. This should be fine. Tire choice, we'll do the super softs. Fuel. How much do the super softs get us? Maybe 7 laps. That is not a lot of laps. Wow. And then we're gonna have to switch to the softs, which gives us 11. So that would be what, 22 plus 7 is 29. That's not enough. He's got to start with softs. Is it too late to change his thing? Because, yeah, I did not realize he was going to get such bad performance on the super softs. I mean, he gets better. It's not performance, better. So such bad durability is what I'm trying to say. Is it because of his smoothness? I think it's smoothness is the one that triggers that. Yeah, he's barely going to get through this race with 2 pit stops, even on softs. Wow, that's rough. All right, softs it is. We just wasted that one bonus, but oh well. And then, I mean, we can drop a lap of this probably, because I don't think he's going to get more than, he's going to barely get 10 laps. We'll drop a lap. And then you, hopefully you do better. Your stuff over here is terrible, but we can at least lock in that a little bit. And that, just to get it on the line, because we know it's going to be, up there anyway. Trying to make sure we get the speed balance at least locked in, because we know that that needs to be at least great on that spot. We'll do something like that. We'll see if that works. I mean, that's got to be a little bit better than it was, presumably. All right, so 32 laps again. Still can only go 7 laps. Yeah, we're just going to have to stick with the softs on these guys. Or it's going to be hard. This track is hard on tires. I mean, unless we just assume that we're going to take that extra pit stop. Which just feels like a crazy assumption, to be honest. We'll go with this. Oh, no, we can change this now. Good. We'll change it to softs, please. And I mean, we're going to attack a little bit, but we're going to probably have to drop back pretty quickly. I don't know why it resets that when I switched to 2D. Right, we'll give him a lap on that, and then we'll drop him back down. Because they are going to have a hard time making all the way through this race. Should have plenty of fuel. It's just the tires that are going to be the problem. And it's probably just because I bet it's pretty warm. 71 degrees is warm-ish, I suppose. I mean, it's a nice day for us, but maybe it helps the tires heat up a little bit more. There's one person crashed. We're at least going to be 19th place. Alright, so he doesn't have nurse. I'm probably just going to let him just settle in, do his thing. Honestly, there's really no reason to do anything other than just really just settle in for a while. Once the tires get a little bit lower, we'll probably punch it up just a little bit. Man, the tires are getting heated up pretty quick and in a hurry. Alright, I don't know why we're somehow... Maybe... How are we doing so good? That doesn't really make sense to me. Alright, I think we go one more lap with Kenny. Go ahead and push up to overtake. And then we'll schedule your pit as soon as you cross. Yep, you're good. Let's go ahead and pitch you in. And continue with the softs. I mean, you almost got your 11 laps. It's going to be close, but I think we'll be alright. Park conditions looking good. No penalty for going fast. We'll just go fast anyway. You know what? I didn't check the pit guys, did I? I think I forgot to check them out between episodes. Or between races. Alright, so we can go ahead and pitch you in, buddy. And go softs as well. Fuel. Something like that's probably okay. All of this should be okay. It's going to be tight on those gears, but we'll do the best we can. You're still going crazy over here. Let's go at least push for a little bit. We're going to drop you down to high, though. You can go high and push for just a little bit. Drop you down to neutral. You're starting to get a little bit heated up in the tires. And we'll just settle you in for now. Same for you. Let's just settle in. Get through some more of this race, and then we'll figure out what we want to do. Let's get a little bit further along. We are back in 17th, 18th like I would expect. Although we also have, I think, pit a little bit sooner than some of the other guys. Still getting a little bit of heat in the tires, but I think we're going to be okay. Alright, she's down to 41%. I think we can push a little bit more on the gas. I'm going to have to burn through the gas a little bit quicker. Same for you, honestly. Alright, pitch you here. Can we get you one more? Probably need to pitch you here. So we have 12 laps remaining. 11 after everything's said and done, which is just barely enough on these last set of softs. Go a little bit high. I'd like to try and push a little bit. Well, I say that. We probably can't. We're going to go ahead and drop it down. We're just going to settle in. Hopefully we don't have to repair anything, because that would probably slow us down more than actually anything we would gain from higher engine speeds. In fact, we're going to go ahead and lock you down to medium. I really don't want to have to deal with that. How are you? Let's see. Do we actually need to schedule your pit yet? I think I didn't mean to hit that. I wanted to see. Yeah, your tire wear is getting a little bit low. We'll go ahead and put you in. Let's go ahead and go softs. Fuel, you're going to have 11 laps as well. Oh, we're going to have to fix that, unfortunately. That's just a done thing. You do have excess fuel, but really, I just don't think you have the parts to support it. I think we just leave you as is and just be fine with that. You probably are a little bit better on the parts, I think. Yeah, your parts actually are okay. We'll go ahead and push. Yeah, we're just trying to avoid having to replace those gears. We'll keep an eye on his excess fuel. We'll drop it down if it needs to, but other than that, I think we're just going to stay right where we're at. I mean, 18th, 19th, that's obviously what we expect. Exactly what we're expecting for this race. Gearbox condition. Yeah, we knew it was going to be low. It's 5 laps, though. We're going to have to try and ignore it and just hope that we can limp through the rest. I mean, I think there's just a chance that it breaks down, you know, every lap or something like that, every percentage point. Not necessarily guaranteed that it's going to break down. But it probably will, to be fair, knowing us. But, I mean, how much worse is it going to get? She drops down to, what, 19th place if we pit, or if we don't, she might have a chance of getting past 19th. I say just a chance, not necessarily like any real guarantee there, but there's at least a slim chance. Now she has blue flag, so she's going to be able to finish a little bit earlier. Now you're just so low. About to break down, but she might... I mean, she actually got ahead of the other guy, so there's that. I mean, it didn't matter, honestly. It made no difference whether we had pitted or not, because both of our drivers were 18th, 19th. So, literally no difference one way or the other. Fine, we didn't pit her. No big deal. We'll see if the chairman gets any happier with us at all. I mean, we hit our goal. I mean, you can't say we didn't. If he's still unhappy with us, we're in trouble. Just from a driver, that's so rough. Note to self: make sure you pay more attention to some. See, I just wasn't really caring about his negatives because, like, whatever, we're gonna lose anyway. Was not really caring about his negatives. No, is he going up at all? Oh, he did go up 5%. So, in theory, we can get it back. I think, although it didn't look like it really changed at all. At least Chi is still... Actually, Chi's still improving, even without being in practice, right? Because we had these two guys in practice, so... Alright, that's good to know. I bet she improves slower. So we got the chairman payments, we got the sponsor payments, we got the driver payments, which is pretty awesome. So we're actually making money off of our drivers. Gotta love it. Well, like I said, I mean, the chairman technically came up a smidge, right? Unless those are just permanent. They look like they might be permanent, right? Yeah, because he didn't go past 35. We have a permanent minus 65. We have to get rid of that guy. So, yep, next episode, unfortunately, as silly as it is, we're going to have to break our contract with our brand new driver because we literally can't afford to keep him. And that will teach me to make sure I look at all of the negatives next time, even if I don't care how the drivers place. Because, like, how do you have that much negative? 50% negative just from him alone. I mean, Kenny's giving us minus 15, but that's not a huge deal. I mean, she's already a problem. But, I mean, we could break her contract with that other girl. And you know, it sort of costs us a little bit of money, but not as much. And at least brings the chairman up to at least where he could be at 50%. And at least 50%, I think he will not be terribly unhappy with us. I think that'll be like right on the line where our job security might be okay. We might do that. We might replace Kenny first, leave this guy just a little bit longer, see if we can stretch it a little bit longer, pay a little bit less on his cost to break contract, and kind of go from there. All right, we'll figure that out next time. I do appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.